Hello, and welcome to another episode of Todd Talks. And Todd Talks people listen, hopefully. And today, we are here after the mid-season finale of Death Battle of She-Ra versus Wonder Woman. And I was right. Yes, Wonder Woman has defeated She-Ra, which means I only have one loss this season so far. Curse you, Great versus S-Death. But yeah, and here we are to react to it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this was one that I was honestly rather nervous about because as I discussed in my preview video, if you hadn't watched that, Wonder Woman, her feats are well documented in Death Battle. Even if you include the fact that she's had years worth of comics since her battle with Thor, her feats are still well known. Like it would be weird for her to go from here to here, though I guess it's possible in comics. But with She-Ra, when they did He-Man stuff, they only lightly touched upon, like the comic feats, like he fought Superman, and stuff like that. But with She-Ra, especially with like a certain recent He-Man comics, you had to wonder, is she like so infinitely powerful that she could take down Diana? And there were points that I thought, oh snap, she's really gonna beat her. Like the moon feat. I talked about the moon feat uh in my preview, and I was like, okay, He-Man pushed the moon, She-Ra kicked the moon. That's got to be like scaling the same, but apparently it was a lot more than I realized, and so I apologize for that. But uh, and like when you get into the Yoda tons, and I knew like she had Wonder Woman had done quintillion tons with moving the Earth. I was like, oh, that's a problem. And then they talked about Swiftwind and what was it, Sunlight Sky Dancer or whatever the weird pony alicorn names are they coming up with? Is this another pony episode? I was like, okay, that horse is fast, but is She-Ra that fast? And I still was confident in Diana's reaction speed and natural speed, but it was getting close for a while, and then they didn't talk about how the crystal could break, which I found kind of odd. Um, and they didn't. They mentioned no weaknesses for She-Ra. Like seriously, if you go back and listen, they list the weaknesses of Diana, like her piercing weapon weakness, but uh, they didn't mention anything for She-Ra, and I'm like, that's not nice. That's not nice. Moving on to the death battle itself, I'm a little bit torn about it because, on one hand, the battle did look beautiful. I mean, the character models, the world that they were in, which they revealed on the death battle cast, was actually an area from the game Paragon, which was an Epic Games title that went under. They decided, hey, let's just give like everyone all of our assets for Paragon, and so that's what they used for that battle, which was honestly kind of cool. The problem, though, was that it was a short death battle. I mean, I was already kind of shocked that it wasn't like 20 minutes in length as a whole. And then I timed the battle itself, and it was like 2:30 flat, give or take. And that really surprised me, especially since like there was like 5-10 seconds of the build up, and then them talking to each other, give me strength, I am She-Ra, blah blah blah, and then of course the finishing line that they kind of dragged on a little bit. So there was like 15-20 seconds of just regular talking and no action, and then the rest of it. Now the rest of it was fine. I mean, I was literally commenting on how this is getting really intense, and then they start like the final sequence, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right. The the use of the invisible jet, that's got to be one of my favorites because it's like I'm honestly kind of sad that Wonder Woman didn't say you blew up my jet, because I'm sure Death Battles wanted to use that jet since the first time they brought in Wonder Woman because they keep mentioning it. So that was kind of cool. And then She-Ra with like the casual flick of the pillar, that was nice. Wonder Woman using her lightning, that was nice. I still love the line, get over yourself, because She-Ra can be a little arrogant in her power at times. And so hearing Wonder Woman, who ironically had the arrogant line earlier about, you're just playing dress up, for her to say, just get over yourself, I love that. That was really fun. Um, so again, the battle's fine. I mean, I really like the intensity of it. Like they were really going. They did a kind of a Weiss Mitsuru kind of thing where they had like the first person perspective with the sword slashes. That was really cool. And again, the different use of the abilities and like the blocking of the rainbow beam and using Shira's ice powers to freeze, like that was cool. I just wanted more of that. I mean, even another 30 seconds would have felt a little more fulfilling because it just seemed like once I got into the forest, it was a few set pieces and then bam, final sequence. And granted, it was a cool final sequence because the bracelets of submission are shattered, and Wonder Woman's like, "What's going on?" And Shira's like, "I got you." And then it's like, then like that eye, like I want a still panel of that shot with the eyes and like the blade, and you see the writing, and it's just her eyes, and she's like, "Oh, you're screwed." And so I was honestly waiting for like half a second to see if Shira was gonna counter her super form, and then I saw the blade broke, and I'm like, "Oh, Shira's dead." So again, it wasn't a bad battle. It wasn't. But if I'm gonna rank the three 3D death battles that we have had this year with Goro Machamp, Obi-Wan Kakashi, and Wonder Woman She-Ra, I've got to put her theirs at the bottom because it was shorter. It felt less intense in the overall sense. And while they had some great set pieces, I just feel like the other two were more expanded upon, I guess. I mean, Goro Machamp was just hilarious in the insanity of it all. While Kakashi, Obi-Wan was really a showcase of their powers. I know they kind of. I guess I'm trying to be fair here because I know that they couldn't have done everything. Like that wouldn't have been fair. I mean, they're in Unreal Engine. They have models that they can only do so much with. Like I wasn't expecting She-Ra to keep transforming her weapon or have a battle of the lassos, which Wonder Woman would have totally won, or whatever. But like I feel like they could have done something. Like Lasso of Truth in both the Thor death battle and now this one. She's used the lasso, but she's never used it like in her um, in the truth form. Like she never said like how do I depower you? It's like and then like you could have done the whole like She-Ra resist mind control bit is like you can't control a princess of power and then had a cool scene like there. That's 15 seconds. That's a set piece and it just keeps things flowing. I am not insulting Death Battle. I love it. This was a good mid-season finale and I'm super happy that Wonder Woman won. But yeah. So still a solid Death Battle. I am. So they said 10 episodes. So I'm 9-1 this season so far. And this is sadly where we have to part ways for a while because even though DBX is cool, I don't really need to react to that. And it would be pointless to pick a winner because it's all arbitrary as we, the people, are the ones voting on it. So how do you figure that? So I will be gone for the next 10 weeks, or close to it. We do know that one of the competitors in the next death battle is going to be Beerus from Dragon Ball Super. So who this godly deity of destruction is going to go against, we don't know just yet. But I look forward to that. Hopefully that's a 3D death battle as well. Because I do believe that the only 3D death battle of Dragon Ball character is Goku. I think so. Yeah, because it was Goku twice, Roshi, Android. Yeah, Roshi and Android were both 2D, and that's it. Yeah, Vegeta's never been in a death battle. No, sorry, Vegeta was against Shadow. Right, so he was a 2D as well. So outside of Goku, there hasn't been a 3D Dragon Ball death battle. So let's get Beerus to just destroy it in the 3D realm. So, we'll see. But with that, I will end this episode of Todd Talk. What did you think of Wonder Woman versus She-Ra? Are you happy that Wonder Woman won? And who do you think Beerus is going to go up against? And are you, of course, excited for DBX? So, I thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I know you're listening, and I'll see you around.